Well, these are the kind of charts you like to see. Look at this. All right, right here. Picture perfect. This is what we want to see. Could be a spicy entry. Have those levels ready, guys. This is absolutely a top watch for me at market open. I mean, this is already in these two candles, 20%. This stock was on the watch list today. We are up 50% from that watch list entry. And what was beautiful about this one is, would you look where it bounced? We're green, baby. We are green this morning. This is how you make money. That's 28% in 3 minutes. I mean, can't get any easier than that, right? What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Amma Jamma here welcome to our live trading week. It is Tuesday. We're coming at you with 3 straight days of live trading starting this morning. No, I'm not on camera. My daughter missed the bus. I had to run her to school and I wasn't camera ready in time. I'm so sorry, honey bones. I want to talk about this IPO first. We're going to talk about the SPY, and then right after that, we're going directly into IPO mania, baby. We have an IPO that's been blitzing this morning, blitzing yesterday, and I'll give you some levels we'll watch. Let's check out that SPY first. And, oh, we don't want that indicator on there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me put on the daily. We're going to delete everything. We've got all sorts of lines here. All sorts of lines. 411.60, we're on a rip. Anyone that's been paying attention, you know these levels. Quench gives us some on Saturday nights. And then on top of that, I did post something yesterday about April in general, guys. April is historically, since 1950, the most profitable month for traders is April. It's the highest percentage gains overall across the entire market, 15 out of the last 16 years. And 27 out of the last 28 years. April, spring is in the air. You know, those April showers, rain and money. You know, so yeah, that was cheesy AF. Everybody in the Discord, let me see who's in here. Give me some comments there. I'm not going to hold you a hostage for all those likes, but if you want to give me some likes, I would love if you did so. All it does is ensure I'll be even longer on these streams. I'll be even more often on these streams. Where you guys want me is where I will be. Let's check out the SPY. We are ripping. Broke all levels we were watching from Friday, as we already know. And, you know, we're on pace for that 413.50, which is the level we were talking about Friday in Stocks and Chill, Charts and Chill, that we do Fridays in the Discord. We're ripping, and it's not showing any pullback yet. You know, we had some strong volume on the reversal here, and then we had lowering volume through bull. And this is going to sound odd, guys, but one thing overall with the SPY is historically the highest volume days are sell-off days, these peak days. But that sustained decent volume is that sustained decent volume is what we want to see. Usually the peak days are major sell-off dump days, yes. But, you know, we just got to look at this candle, guys. I mean, it tells us if we follow the technicals of trading. I talk about this all the time. Technicals and statistics, that's all trading is. This right here, one candle told us, here's the turnaround. Right there, that inverted hammer, not really hammer, it's not 2 to 3, but it is a doji inverted there, and we've been ripping ever since. I mean, you know, we were given the entry anyway. Back to our levels, because we don't want to take too long on this. We got to do our thing. All right, so obviously we're watching this wick high from yesterday. We did have a little sell-off yesterday, but we immediately picked back up, and a couple things about that sell-off that I think is very good to take note of is, first of all, our sell-off was not even a 25% pullback. This was nothing. In the grand schemes of the rip that we've had lately, it was literally nothing. We got a couple trend lines setting up. This one right here. which is, did come to fruition yesterday. We had 3 or 4 bounces off it. So it's a pretty decent trend line, nothing substantial, nothing crazy. So, and then we've got our 412.77. Those are the two main levels I'm looking at here. Obviously, the routine. We break that pre-market high and we hold it, not just a single candle wick. All right. If we take an entry on the SPY at that wick high of 412.77, we have to be ready to buy and sell quickly, because it could be a breakout candle, a setup candle, a bull trap, just to come back down. We are going to come down. Looks like we're going to test our area here. This is where we would love to see a test and then a pickup of support. So obviously in this area here, we want to see that pickup. We want to see that bounce around 411.25 to 411.50. It's not perfect. We know that. We're giving ourselves 25 cents. We want to see that bounce and then a break back above our 15-minute wick high, which is about 411.78. So let's put a dotted line there. That's the level we're going to watch in market open. But I don't have to give too many levels on this one particularly, because we're going to watch it and we're going to trade it live. So I don't want to put all our time on that. So obviously, if we lose that level and hold a loss of that level and start to break below 411.25, then I believe we come and we test this trend line here. That's the immediate first test, all right, is coming down and losing this trend line here. If we lose that trend line here, we got a couple more levels that are pretty substantial coming up right behind it on this 15-minute. And first of all, obviously, I'm looking at this trend line right here. We've got a couple, because it's been a really hard uptrend. We've got like this trend channel it's in, but right now it's sitting at the top of that trend channel. So what I would expect is with a hard sell-off that we fill down to this trend line here. That's kind of what I'm watching, is that area there. So that loss of our trend channel here, it depends on the price, depending on when we break below it. I would watch for that fill down to that 408 to 409 area. That's kind of what I'm looking at in the SPY. We will come back to the chart as the market opens. Let's chop on some other starts. MWG IPO from yesterday. What a beautiful rip on this thing. We caught it literally the candle after it opened. I put this alert out yesterday, and this is not like a shameless plug. It was just a great trade. The chart came up on my scanner, candle 2. We got in around 420. We do have a little double top action here, lower float, and a lot of eyes on it. You guys remember the IPO craze from a few months ago with HKD, stocks like that. So definitely something that I'm watching. In general, we have nothing to go off of other than 24 hours of trading, and that's it. So there's not really too many technicals you could even look at here other than these impulsive trend breaks and moves. So honestly, what I'm really looking at on this one, to be honest, is a break above $10. Let's say $10 above this wick high price here, with some volume coming in. If we get that, if we break and hold that $10, I think we inevitably could get 25% of this trade on the equity side, guys. I'm talking $12.50, $13, and go from there. We've got this downtrend line that is formed. We've got a lot of resistance, just this downtrend right here. We've hit our head 3 times. So we want to see that break up and over that area here, about $10. On the downside, I don't even know if shorts are available right now, so it really doesn't matter the downside, but we could see this trend line we are kind of hanging out at. We've got that double top at the 1640, and we've got the volume. We had some really nice volume pre-market. So above $10 on MWG. You heard it here first. I'm going to yesterday's runners first. We had a ridiculously hot day across the market yesterday on these runners. I played about 15 day trades, put about 15 on the Discord. Average profitability for my trades yesterday on equities was 55%. Just red hot. So the stocks have got my attention. There's a lot of money be poured into these day trades right now. So I'm keeping an eye on it. Let's pop, the routine, golden fibs, gold baby. Let's turn that yellow. So this one, we have this pretty major support and resistance right here. All right, we could see it pretty clearly right in this area here. So for me at market open with GFAI, I want to see that break and hold of 1750. 1750 is going to be my area. We get that break and hold. I think we get some nice action past that. Let's turn this bad boy green. We only have a few minutes till market opens. I'm trying to get through this quickly. So those are 2 levels I'm watching there. And of course, A break and hold at 1750. I think we could test that 21 again. This is one that has not pulled back enough yet. Perfect storm would be to pull back to our 1350 golden fibs. That's what I would love to see in the grand scheme of things. If we pop a fibs up all the way on this, that's where we bounced yesterday as well. All right, NOGN is another one that was kind of selling off into oblivion, so I'm not as excited about that one. Let's pop on today's top runners for pre-market, and we'll go through those as well. SECO, massive wedge here. We're going to go through these quick. I want to give you guys at least 3 to 4 trades to watch into market open on the equity side. All right, so we want to see the impulsive break out of our wedge, obviously, before anything else. I've got an old fibs on this. Let me get rid of that. There we go. And so that's exactly what I want to see. I want to see a break over 105 for an entry. So we want to see this area here. I want to see us demagnetize ourselves from our trend line. Ultimately, I would love to see us break bearish and then break up bullish. It's going to be an impulsive move either way on that one. BRFG, another one holding support right here with a little bit of a double top. Your riskier entry on this one. Sorry, I want to see what our volume and now volume's coming in. We don't 3,200 at $7. Nothing crazy on the time and sales at this point here. So, I mean, honestly, on this one, we've got that double top 750, pretty major support here or resistance here. Your risky entry is going to be above 725. With that entry above 725, you have to be ready for some support or some resistance to kick in at that 749, guys. So just be aware that between 725 and 750, you could get some major support, major sideways action, a lot of resistance. We're trading pretty consolidated here between that 679 and 749, which is about 10%. So that nice push and bounce we're at now could work out pretty well. Let's pop a fibs on it. I will just want to see in my head. Yeah, okay. So we're hanging out that 25% retracement where we want to hold up. It's always important to hold up there. We got 2 minutes till market open. My alarm is going off. Let me turn that off. Turn this yellow for my fibs. And okay, let's breathe before this market opens. All right, so those are the levels we have. We have BFRG. I'm going to put them all in our regular right here. SECO. We have, oh, didn't mean to do that. MWG and GFAI. All right, those are the 4 that we're looking at. BFRG, SECO, NWG, GFAI, those are the ones we're looking at. We've got our SPY levels here. We are kind of breaking below that little bit of a trend line. It didn't move because we're on the 1 minute compared to the 5. So just remember that. This is the major area we're watching there. It's so annoying when those move. I'll tell you what. The worst thing about Webull is that. All right, so there we go. That's the area we're kind of looking for that bounce at on the SPY. Lemonade's a chart I've been watching as well. A little like hot pick of the week here. Above, say, $15, I think Lemonade could really start to push that $20 to $25 area. Makes sense with a really great risk reward. You got to risk about 12% for a reward of about 30 to 35%, up to 100%. If we really start to get cranking there, there's a lot of uptrend we could push through on this one. This is a top watch for me over the next couple days. All right, we got 1 minute till market open. Let's pop back on. Oop. Our charts here. All right. I do want to, I'm going to actually pull on MWG into market open here. So we're hitting about that $10 now. We're pretty close to that entry. I would like to see 1025. See what happens in the market open. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's see what these first couple candles do on this one. 704, 703. All right, so this one's already starting to push into our risky entry of 725. Remember that safer entry is that breaking that hold of 750 and continuation on top of that. MWG is filling out down to our little trend line there. SECO broke entry at broke our entry at $1.04. Let's see what happens over the next couple minutes here. It is a wedge, so we could come back, retest it, and kind of fall away. Really important to have stop loss in place. I would say stop loss below this area here is extremely critical on this. All right. I gotta check I have a Tesla trade active that I need to check on. All right. There we go. Oh. All right. Nothing here. Trading sideways here, SECO. So this we're kind of in between those areas here. The second push above $1.05, I do actually like entry on, and then BFRG. All right, so BFRG did hit our 725 entry. We're already at 805 for 80 cents. There's 10% boom, just like that. Even the riskier entry, you've got 7%. That's why we take those, we give you those entries. So remember, because we're going through 4 charts, I take every option equity I alert on the stream. However, the equity trades, I give you guys the levels. So please, whatever chart makes sense to you should be the one you stick to and you take your trade on. I did not mean to do that. So we're already good to go on that one. And it's halted. There we go. There's our halt. That's at our 4th or 5th halt in the last week and a half. Live trading, pretty fun times, guys. MWG is one I'm watching all day long. I actually all week long. This is me a top watch for the next couple weeks or so. Just so you guys know, not much going on with GFAI. We have our halt on BFRG, and let's check out our SPY. SPY is selling off a little. What's Tesla doing? Tesla is all right. It's pushing. As well, we had a little bit of a swing out on Tesla. Let me pop on the SPY. We'll keep an eye on that. So that was where we want to see a bounce. So a secondary push below that candle would probably be a possible put entry if we were to take puts on the SPY. Of course, we got the 411.85 cents. Again, 411's at 85 cents. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right, that's the put. That's to me, that's the put entry there for a very small first buy. Again, 411.85 cents. Please protect your profits. Please protect your trade. This is a very small impulsive SPY rip right at market open. Don't get caught on that. It's very, very critical not to do that. Okay. Got that updated. All right. So we got a couple wicks at the top here. We're picking up a little bit of support. Want to be very, very careful of this area here that it's not an impulsive. If you did take a SPY put, I would not hold that above 411.50 at the highest. At the highest. I did not take that one. I was updating a trade, but again, it was 411 put at 85 cents. All right. Sorry. I'm trying to put back on. Okay. Sorry. I accidentally closed my chart on one screen. It threw me off a little bit. So we're watching this here. Watch for the stump out sell off now at this area here. SECO is also halted. We're at $1.20 from our $1.05 entry. 15% to halt. You could quit trading for the day right there. Done. Walk away. If you took one of those 2 trades, good to go. See ya. That's most day traders are done. You get a lot of people give profits back at the end of the day. At that second half of the day, that's when you start forcing trades. You either made too much and you become overly confident. I either made too much and I become overly confident, or I revenge trade because of a bad trade. One of the two tends to happen quite often. It's something to be absolutely aware of. And a couple good trades like that. I do see both halts right here. We will turn it on as soon as they unhalt. I am watching them, guys. All right. A lot of indecision on the SPY. We could have some sideways trading. I think I'm going to sell my last Verizon as well today for my swing trade. We're up about 200% on that final contract. I've updated it a couple times every single day. just to let you guys know. Now, we did hit 1092 from our $10.25 entry. It's about 6-7% on MWG as well. So we've got MWG acting interesting here, just to watch. Both are halted still. SPY is in a lot of indecision here. That looks like it could be a little bit of a sell-off candle here from where this time in sales is stacking up a little bit. We shall see. Again, I am not in this trade. I was updating another play, but I will keep it on if anyone is in it. Again, if we see a candle open and close above 411.50, I would strongly consider no bearish position at this point. We still have both stocks halted. We have MWG at $9.60. GFAI is selling off a little bit at this point. Actually, no, it's not. It's holding up decent. Ooh. All right. Oh, we're open on BFRG. We hit 866 on that halt from 723. And it looks like we want to pick back up and push further up again. That's about 20% from our risky entry, about 15 to 16% on our safer entry there if you had a limit sell set or were ready to buy at that price. We want to push back up over 840 and hold to feel like we could have some higher highs on this one, which we're already doing. We are eating up over 2/3 of that candle immediately. Very, very strong movement here. Nothing much as far as walls go. 2,500 at 850, but is this going to stay at 850 or is it going to change as we go? So yeah, they're trying to. That went from 2,500 to 4,500. They've got two walls popped up here at 847 and 850 right here. And all right, so one wall went away, got eaten really quickly, and we're still holding up with that wall getting eaten up pretty dang quickly, which is good to see for continuation. It needs to happen pretty quick though, or I do believe we come down and we test that 750 area pretty quickly if we don't get that push pretty quickly here. All right. Let's pop back on that SPY. It's just kind of hanging out in that indecision zone. I'm not necessarily bullish today. I do think we need a little bit of a breather. It's been blown up balloon without taking a breath for a few days here. But we could continue to rip. I mean, you guys know about sentiment. The second, how I've been anyone who's in the Discord with me does know that I have been preaching when we saw retail peak bearish is when our market turned around. We've been above that 200 on the daily all year. We have maintained some levels. I'm not saying we can't start to fall off in the future. I am saying, though, everybody that just assumed bear market is getting pretty torched. There we go. There's some sell-off here. All right. SECO opened as well. 133 from our $5 entry. Almost 30%. Like, let's do it. NWG's up at $11 now, so we're about 10% on that one. I'll tell you, like I said, these equities, baby, these equities are paying. We got this theta eating BS in the market. Equities have been paying lately. They've been beautiful. So right there, these three trades, 15 to 30% on all three of them. Not bad. This one looks like it does want to keep ripping. Like I said, I think 1250 is inevitable, guys. I think we come to that 1250 area here. BFRG started pulling back here, so let's watch for a bounce, see what happens for a second chance entry. SECO still hanging out up top here. What do we got going on our time and sales? In our order book, 21K, which is nothing at $1.30 stock. It really is. That's not that big of a block. That's not that big of a block order there, to be honest. Yeah, not much here. So this one, I want to see us try to maintain this area right here and above. for continuation. MWG is doing well. We want to see it stay above 1050. SECO's hanging out. BFRG this is about where I want to see it actually bounce, is our 750 area. We could delete this. That is our resistance becoming support. Oh, so that's pretty major. That's our pre-market resistance turning into support there. All right, we're going to push back up. Here we go. I think we break that 133 in the next minute or two here. That was a strong, strong push on this one. All right, SPY's dumping down some. Our put entries up about 20%-ish right here. This is if I'm in one contract, this is where I'm strongly consider taking profits after 3 massive red rips in a row. And if I have multiple contracts, this is where I'm scaling out of at least a couple. I had to jot that down. All right. So this is if we back on, look at our 15-minute chart, this is exactly our trend line, guys. We're at a decision point here. I think it's, SPY to 405, Jeremy Dennis. I think it's easy to say 405, SPY's going to come down. There's 45% on SCCO. Beautiful. And BFRG is pushing right back up into 860 area, bounced exactly where we wanted to see the bounce. I mean, this stuff, this stuff is math. It's just math, guys. So for some really nice profits there, we're hanging around $10 on MWG. If you're not in MWG, I like it above 1045. BFRG's holding up. And GFAI, there we go. We hit our entry at 1750 to 1870, about 6 to 7%. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are crushed. All four of our options trades between 8 and 45% with another halt on SECO. Let's go. What is the float on this bad boy? Okay, 575K. This could be a fun one today, boys and girls. I like seeing those less than $1 million floats. It doesn't matter. Only thing that matters with a float like that is volume. I don't care what the chart says. We're looking at volume first and foremost, no matter what. We are halted again on BFRG. Let's go. Let's go make some money in the Discord. I've got 2 more trade setups for you over there. Remember, if you're not part of our Discord, right here, discord.gg/pennyboys. I will see you over there. Take some profits. We're 45% on SECO. BFRG is up over 15% at this point. We've got MWG that's already hit for over 10%. We're looking for a second entry at 1045. We've got GFAI that hit about 8%-ish. And our SPY puts are hanging out about 20 to 25% right now. 5 for 5. See you tomorrow. Peace.